Good afternoon, Harlem and Harlems of the world. I am Terry Wisdom, and this is Harlem Network News. Uh, as many of you know, we started at the onset of COVID, and I truly want to wish Harlem and Harlem fathers a happy Father's Day. Father's Day, especially for people of color, is a very sacred day. As we know, because we came across the water, because of the great Mayafa, many of our families were separated as we were enslaved in South America, Central America, and in North America. In many instances, our families were separated and we lost our mothers and our fathers. So today, we know how sacred it is, especially here in America at this time, to have a father. And if you don't have your natural father, to have a father figure. It's about a father, and it may not be the birth father, but it's about a father. And that is a very critical thing. It is about the family. Yesterday, we celebrated here in Harlem the 31st, Juneteenth. The theme for Juneteenth was freedom and family. I want to share what Juneteenth is, assuming everyone doesn't know everything. Juneteenth basically started after the Emancipation Proclamation, when the enslaved people were freed here in North America. And it took 2 years later, before in Texas, the enslaved people knew they were free. And that may have been for a lot of reasons. We didn't have internet, we didn't have FaceTime, but it had them toiling 2 more years after the emancipation. So when they realized that they were free, they began the Juneteenth celebrations, I believe in Galveston, Texas. And now Juneteenth is a national holiday as of 2021. But Harlem has been there. We have stood firm. We have celebrated Juneteenth right here in the village of Harlem for the past 31 years. Okay, and we want to shout out the Masjid Malcolm X right on 116th Street and the Dr. King organization for really coming together and including other community members to make this a reality. 31 years, we're ahead of the curve. Stand firm, Harlem. Be sure to check out our interview with Brother Ade Rasul of the Malcolm Shabazz Mosque, who is the coordinator of the Juneteenth program. We had a wonderful parade, which I will share on Juneteenth, the 19th, and vendors and 3 stages, a powerful thing. Harlem turned out, showed up, and showed out as we always do. But I think the theme of family and freedom is a very important one, and one that should be our mantra. And it begins with our fathers and our mothers. But today we are celebrating our fathers. And I truly was blessed. I want to celebrate my own father, Wayman Terrell Duncan Jr., and his father, Wayman Terrell Duncan Sr. and all of his brothers, my Uncle Bob, my Uncle Julie, my Uncle Gus. Okay, my father had three brothers, and of course, I mean, since I'm talking family, my Aunt May was the youngest, but I really had an iconic childhood in a sense that I had four fathers, my own father and my uncle. And my uncle and uncles and my father were family men. They were family men. And they were androgynous in a sense that they cooked, they cleaned, they combed hair, they washed clothes, they played with us, they built, made sure our houses were good. So I had an iconic childhood and I am grateful. And I am the person that I am today because of those great fathers. That's on my father's side. And my one uncle on my mother's side, my Uncle Shelby, great father, five kids, sensitive man. If there was anything going on in the family, a wedding, a birth, Uncle Shelby was tearing up. And his sons, the same. My cousins, Chucky, my cousins, Tony. Great family, father figure people. That's what I come from. I come from greatness. So I am grateful for that. I want to shout out all the Harlem fathers. I want to shout out my brother, Wayne T. Duncan, great father. I want to shout out his son, Noel, great father, greatness. I want to shout out my partner, Bernardo Ruby, great father, great community father, great father to all of his children, great father figure to my children. I want to shout out my partner. He is a doer, a walker, a carer. Most recently, his youngest son was summoned to Nuremberg, Germany to display his art. And his youngest son, Jaime King Ruby, is a Basquiat of Harlem as an artist. And that was amazing. He was there for an outsider art festival. He has Down syndrome, but he is breaking the glass ceiling 24/7. So it's a powerful thing. But his father, Bernardo Ruby, walks that walk with him. He has art currently in the Victoria Hotel Renaissance restaurant. Check it out. It's definitely available for sale. He's got a book, which is online, Window to My Soul, and also in the physical sense. So that's a father. That's what a father does. So I am so grateful. I have a wonderful son-in-law, Brian Bess, committed to fatherhood, walking the walk for his children. I have want to shout out my own son, who art in heaven, Ali Wisdom, who is watching over and guiding his son, Messiah, from heaven. I want to shout out my extended family nephew, and that is Rashawn Hilson. Died. All of these gone too soon. A great father. It's my sister Akange's son. And I want to shout out her husband, Kareem, all his family. I want to shout out the extended Harlem. I want to shout out our ancestor fathers, Malcolm X and, El Haj Malik Shabazz, Dr. King, and all of the Harlem families. You all are amazing, amazing fathers. I think of the head of Kwanzaa here in New York, Brother Jose Ferrer. And I always remember Brother Jose, great father, just loved and treasured by his family. And he has a lot of girls. He got boys too. But I mean, they love their dad. And one of the things he said, which I'll always remember, is I don't have a lot of expectations for my kids. I just love them. I don't have that expectation problem. And because of that, I know that my children have thrived. So great fathers, great Brooklyn fathers that birthed the African Arts Festival, Baba Segun, uh, all of the fathers that have gone, Chitu Leusi, so many, Baba Mzee. I mean, we have examples, great examples as ancestors and great examples right here, and we see it. So let us salute our fatherhood. Let us not have anybody telling us, oh, fathers and this and that. We know great fathers. We come from great fathers. And even if your natural father wasn't there, somebody stepped in and fathered you. So that's what I want to encourage. It's a collective community thing. It's a village. It always was. I want to also shout out and salute the actual fathers of my children, Gary Jones, who are in heaven, Anthony Wisdom, father of my son, Ali Wisdom. So blessings, you all. Let's keep it going. We know what we have to do. We know that it takes a village, and let's not buy into, oh, the deadbeat dad, there's no fathers there. Let's not buy into that. Let's lift it up. And it truly starts from the beginning. It starts from the beginning. And we know that. We know that it starts from the beginning. So let's go. Thank you. So I just want to go out with that and just say happy Father's Day. Can't get better than this. Love you. Reach out, support Harlem Network News.org. Donate. This is what we do. You can sell, stories. We need support. Harlem Network News at gmail.com, 646-261-5397. Happy Father's Day. We want to engage, inform, Harlem and all of the world to action. Happy Father's Day. God bless you, and hallelujah. Thank you.